Xeris' Hydralisks are actually more for loss. They're going to end up killing the Zealots back here, but it doesn't make a difference. He's going to be able to damage this Nexus, probably take out these cannons. They're desperately trying to get cannons up in his main. Probably going to end up losing his main as well, just because he doesn't have enough cannons up here to stop all these lurkers. Looks like one lurker getting killed. The probe coming out to try to attack here. Not going to help, though. This pylon going to go down, so he's only going to have a single cannon, and his cybernetics core could very well go down again just to this lurker attack. A single lurker being sent along that backside. And there's some zealots along here to try to defend. They're not in range. A lot of these probes going to end up getting massacred again. Looks like Hydralisk's pushing over. They're going to be able to, without those zealots there, without that, looks like that Dark Templar was killed back in the main, not able to take out the spawning pool or the lair. So an Overlord was did get there in the meantime, while Xeris was distracted, and things not going well for Xeris at all. Between that run by, between the lurkers taking down the temple, Xeris is just in huge trouble here, not able to keep an eye on the troops, and he's going to end up losing his main again. Looks like a single High Templar here, but lore is fairly well spread out, and he's only going to have maybe 1 or 2 storms to try to take care of. Well, it looks like 3 storms in the bank to try to, and wow, getting hit at his secondary as well, just outside the range of that cannon. So Xeris' economy completely devastated. Looks like there's that Psystorm. Another Dark Templar looks like it went out, got a single Hydralisk killed, but then just melted with these Overlords in position. Corsair's still holding position right there, not able to go in. Psystorm clearing up at least one of those lurkers, but more lurkers pushing down in position to just, again, disrupt that economy. More probe kills. Ouch. And it looks like another Psystorm. There's that second one. There's only, it looks like, actually no, it looks like 0 left. And he's going to be able to take that Cybernetics core out again, which is currently unpowered. He's going to end up losing his Nexus. This is essentially GG for Xeris, unless he can do something sneaky like this. Looks like he's going to try to put up a sneaky expansion here at that bottom left-hand corner. Ran out some Corsairs right there, it looks like, to try to take something out, but this isn't going to hold for long. Look at all these Hydralisks that are pushing up. And he's trying to produce a High Templar here to, again, produce some Psystorm to be a little bit more damaging. These Corsairs going to get wiped out. These cannons going to get wiped out, and that was the one foothold Xeris had. Just Hydralisks overwhelming that at this stage. Probes running away from that main taken out, that secondary taken out. Xeris down to 1 base. Maybe he can sneak something here. He's got 3 cannons going down. If he can maybe hold this expansion and maybe make this last, maybe make this produce for him, he can do something. But honestly, lore at 3 bases now. 3 unopposed bases, essentially. Pretty good Hydralisk force out. His spawning pool is intact. His lair is intact. And now it looks like he's got, looks like Carapace 1 coming along the way. And I don't even see Weapons 1 on the board for Xeris. He's finally got a robotics facility, but the thing is even if he has detection, what is he going to attack with? He's got, looks like 3 High Templar out, and he's been completely down to Templar at this stage, and it looks like he might lose this cannon as well. He's got 2 Zealots, essentially. 2 Zealots that have a couple kills, but they're not really going to be able to get anything done. So, and as long as lore can find this base before it really gets rolling, which I don't think it essentially will, and I can't imagine Xeris doing anything magical out of this base to win the game, lore should be able to take this down comfortably. So it looks like an Observer being pulled in. All that off a Zergling run by and then a Lurker takedown, and that really, I think one led to the other, really. And Lurker's continuing. It looks like Hop's catching up. Looks like the Zealots gathering up to try to take care of these Lurkers. Might be able to micro their way through this. 10 kills, 15 kills between these 2 Lurkers here. The Zealots now running up with that Observer to try to take these Lurkers out. Looks like they're going to be able to take both down, but it's a little bit late. A lot of Hydralisks pushing up, and honestly, they have a lot of options. They can go over the secondary, they can go over the main. Xeris is contained to a single base, well, 2 bases technically. I'm not really going to count that one, and it looks like Xeris is going to get really greedy here. He's going to try to put up a 3rd base and just hope that Lore does not spot him out, and continues to flail here at that secondary where he can just try to Psystorm away. So, and we'll see if Lore has the presence of mind. This Overlord, unfortunately, kind of out of position. Looks like this Overlord out of position as well, and we'll see if he can run up and really spot this. That'll really be the key to this game from this stage on. It looks like Lore going to take his mineral only in the meantime. But a lot of Hydralisks, a lot of Lurkers just kind of up over the secondary. It looks like a Dark Templar going to start assailing that Lurker that was up above that secondary. So Xeris using a little bit of guerrilla tactics here to see how long he can stay in this game. But honestly, I just don't see anything that Xeris can do. Maybe if he gets a quick shuttle out, he's got that robotics facility down. If he can get a quick speed shuttle out and try to go for something in that regard, get some Psystorms over Lore's secondary, just devastate his economy, and then just hold out against the counterattack, a suicidal counterattack, Maybe he can pull something then, but I just don't see it happening. Unfortunately, it looks like a drone. Oh, Lore's coming out to take an expansion here in this bottom left-hand corner to expand all over the map. Unfortunately, running into Xeris' base, and this is exactly what Xeris didn't want, is to get scouted out right here. So Lore's going to bring his troops to bear on that expansion, and honestly there's not really, it looks like Carapace 1's already been finished, and I don't think that there's anything Xeris can do to really stop it. Trying to warp in as many cannons as possible. This is a ridiculous sum of cannons here, and I think that's going to cue Lore to do a little bit more exploring as well, so he's probably going to see this expansion going up at that location. So the Hydralisks pushing down, this is a lot of Hydralisks. They should be able to get it done. They're going to end up losing a lot of their troops, but they should be able to get it done against this cannon wall. There's no Templar in position to really help counter this. Yes, Hydralisks do eat cannons alive. That's what it's their favorite meal usually. Secondary only to probes, I guess, and those probes going to get wiped out, trying to come off the line. Actually, they're not even going to come off the line to attack here. So this game is well out of Xeris' hands. Looks like he's going to try to take another expansion here that's 6 o'clock, but really he was just counting on this expansion remaining up and holding for the time being. It's not going to. It looks like he does have a shuttle up. He does have the Templar in there. Looks like he had a Dark Templar. No, it's just 2 Dark Templar in as well. Maybe he can cycle these down to this location with something else. Looks like he actually is loading up a Reaver and 2 Dark Templar. Interesting combination to cycle around the map. Trying to retake his main right now. Is able to usher that Overlord away somehow. Looks like that Overlord is going to fall back. But yeah, Xeris pretty much out of this game. We'll check in supply difference right here. Basically approaching 120. Should be at 120 momentarily versus 53 on the opposite end. Basically twice the supply for Lore, which is a horrible situation. And Xeris is in fact supply capped, and it looks like that shuttle did get spotted out by that Overlord, so it's just going to kind of trail that. And it looks like the two, and this is what I was talking about, Lore liking the tech switches. He's like, might as well go Mulisks at this stage to try to keep him off balance. But there's the one final, looks like actually Xeris is going to GG before he even gets that shuttle down, losing everything else. But yeah, literally that run by just leading to that opening up, I would say, that temple on the backside, just delaying that tech for a little bit longer. Lore taking the game from Xeris. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Going to get the rest of the games done hopefully in the near future. Thanks for listening. Goodbye.